Yo, what's good? So I started university about like back in September, so it's been like about 2.5 months. So I kind of just wanted to go over what tips have helped me the most, which ones are the most effective. Just going over like the past sources like YouTube, Hamza, Huberman Labs. I also read 4 Hour Work Week, Atomic Habits, books like those. Just want to go over like out of all of them, like which are the best ones that worked for me personally, and just which ones I feel like would be most effective for you. So the first thing, one of the best things I've done is just keeping my environments separate, keeping my room for sleeping, keeping another room for working, like this room. I don't even know what this room is now, but it's like kind of just where I get my work done. I used to use the basement, but now it's just cold in the winter, so I don't really go to the basement anymore. But just like keeping my workplace separate, keep one place for eating, that's like the dining room, keep one place for reading, like my living room, keep one place for working, which is like right here in like the family room kind of, and keeping another place for sleeping. In my room, I have nothing in my room. I just have my bed and my clothes, and that's all I have there. It's like it just helps me relax more at home. And then also when I'm doing work, back when I used to have my room, like my table, and did my work in my room, I'll feel like sleeping, bro. Like, you see your bed, you just feel like relaxing, and that just leads to a whole other stuff, like falling to lust or stuff like that. So just the main thing is just it prevents distractions, and to just you just tune your brain to do work in like certain environments. I'm pretty sure this one is from Atomic Habits, if I'm not mistaken, but this one is like one of the best ones, and it's the thing I feel like you should start with the most. So the next thing, which is like kind of common, is eat the frog. I'm sure you've heard this before because it's like all over YouTube. It's all over the freaking Hamza. He mentions it in every single video, but is literally the truth, bro. Like, you just gotta start with the hardest task right in the morning. Right as you wake up. Like, don't do I feel like morning routines are kind of pointless because they just make you do all this random shit before you actually get to the task, and then you're already like depleted of brain power by the time you get to the task. So rather than doing a whole complicated morning routine, maybe like you'll brush your teeth, take a dump, shit like that. But as soon as you get those things done, get right to work. And that also kind of connects to the other thing, is like you gotta, like, for me honestly, I like to do my work fasted. I don't eat anything for the first like 3 or 4 hours, when I like 3 hours since I wake up. Just drink coffee, like straight up just drink black coffee. That's what I do. And this one's for sure from a Hamza one, because I remember he was like talking like, yo, well, you guys are gonna cancel me, but it works, bro. I promise you it works, bro. It's like, because like it's like natural instinct, if you're already hungry, you're gonna just be more motivated to get the work done, and then you can go eat your food, for real. Like when you eat, you're gonna have like fucking brain fog, you're gonna be digesting the food, like the blood will be flowing down into your stomach rather than into your brain, where you need the brain power for real. So that's kind of the main thing, just eating the frog, and then also doing it kind of like on a fast, because like I don't know what else I can say, but it's just getting the task done first thing in the morning. Then you'll feel accomplished, and you'll be more motivated to do more stuff. You'll feel the momentum, you'll feel like the accumulation of like momentum and like dopamine, and you'll just be more motivated throughout the day to get the next task done, do the next task done, do the next task done, and just keep on going. So yeah, that's kind of the next point. Okay, so the next thing is to plan your days, and by plan your days, I mean like build a routine, build a habit. So usually what I like to do is the day before, I have like a pre-template of like my day, and then I'll just fill in the tasks I'm going to do. Specific tasks too, but you can't be like saying, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this shit. You have to be like, I'm going to do this exact thing from this time to this time, and then just like do the task, have the discipline to follow through with the task. The main thing with planning is that it removes decision fatigue throughout the day. I think there's like some statistic is like 10 minutes of planning removes like 1 minute of like decision making or something. I don't even know, but I don't even know. This is from a Hamza video as well, but it's like the main thing is just to plan your day so you remove the decision fatigue, so you know exactly when you wake up what you're going to do. It also helps you with sleeping. If you just plan out what you're going to do before you go to bed, then you don't have to think about that shit when you're going to bed, and you just go to bed by random like normal thoughts, rather than thinking about what you have to do the next day. And then the next day when you wake up, you're not thinking about, oh, do I have to do this, do I have to do that, do I have to do this? You already know, I'm gonna do this shit, I'm gonna do this thing, I'm gonna do that thing, I'm gonna do this thing, back to back to back, and you know what you're gonna do, rather than freaking thinking of, oh, when am I gonna eat, when am I gonna do this? It's like that's like another thing. Also, like when you plan your days, you'll be less likely to kind of fall off a task. Like once you like know what task you're gonna do, if you say you're gonna skip the task, you're gonna know exactly what you're skipping. You're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be behind on this now if I don't do it, and it kind of just make you less likely to skip the task, or just kind of less likely to just not do the thing. And this kind of goes with building like a routine. Once you build a routine that you follow through every day, your brain will just be conditioned to do certain things at certain times. Like your brain will be conditioned to work out at a specific time, you'll be more conditioned to eat at a specific time, and once you do that, it's just like your brain, like your body just works on a better flow. Like when you go to bed at a specific time, you'll be more likely to fall asleep at that time. When you wake up at a specific time, you'll be more likely to wake up at that specific time, and it'll all be like automatic. You won't have to put like more effort into it, it'll just be automatically happening, and you won't have to think about it, and you'll be more likely to follow through with your plan, and you'll be more likely to be productive, bro. Like once you automate these things, your day will just become a habit. You won't have to go through the process of thinking of what you're going to going to do, when you're going to do this. It's just all routine, and your day is just a habit. It's just like day by day by day. It's just like every day is like you're getting stuff done. It's like a productivity machine for real, you know what I'm saying? So like that's like the main thing. So like the other thing is like, honestly for me, what I like to do is I like to go to sleep early and wake up early. The reason I prefer waking up early and getting work done in the morning rather than doing it like late at night is because at night there's more people awake, you know. Even if they're like locked out or locked in, there's still a lot of people awake at like later times. But in the morning, usually nobody wakes up in the morning, so you don't get distracted from other people's texts, and you don't get distracted from just like other things in general, you know, because there's not really much happening in the morning. But at nighttime there's more things happening. Like, you know, your friend could be freaking out at night and he's like, oh, look at this guy, he's cooked or something like that, you know. It's like you don't get distracted from those things. You can just do it in the morning. And just going to bed early, just, I don't know, it just feels good, bro. You know, you wake up and you feel refreshed and you feel like you're like ahead in life because you're already ahead of like people who are just going to bed. You know, one of my friends, I remember, it's like when I was going to bed, when I was waking up, people were going to bed. Like we saw the same sunrise, but I was waking up and they were going to bed. You know, that's how cooked it is sometimes, bro. But you know, there are people who work like that, but that's just not me, bro. That's just not me, bro. And also with that, you got to make sure like you're not going to bed late and then waking up early, because that's just going to make you sleep deprived, and that's just going to cause a lot of other things to happen that you do not want. You know, sleep is like a really important thing to stay productive. You know, you got to recharge your brain, because your brain's going to get cooked if you keep on doing task after task after task, day by day. It'll just get cooked. You got to take some time off, and that's like usually what sleep is for. You know, you get to recharge your brain, you get to freaking reduce your cortisol levels and stuff like that, you know, for real. That's from Huberman now. That's from Huberman Lab. Okay, so the last thing is my like negative experiences journal. Just journaling in general. It really helps like look over your day, what you've been doing wrong. For me personally, what I like to do is, it's called like my negative experiences journal. What I like to do is just review, going through the past day, what are the negative experiences that I had, what triggered those experiences, and what is some solutions to like what triggered those experiences, you know. Because then when I do it, look at it like at the end of the day, I could look like at what triggered it, what solutions there are, and then I can just implement that into the next day, and then I'll just keep on improving my days until I get to like a perfect day. You know, I'll probably never it probably won't happen. Like, you know, there's always going to be days where I'm not perfect, but still, like, I could just keep on improving, keep on building, stuff like that. So I have it like right here. It's like really quick, not really too much, but it's just talking about like what I need to work on, what triggered it, what solutions, stuff like that. So I really think it helps clear my mind before I go to bed, so I could think about other things. You know, I don't even know what I think about. Like, usually when I go to bed, I just think about like the future, like when I'm rich and shit like that, like low key. But I feel like that helps a lot, just clearing your mind before you go to bed. You have a good night's rest, that helps you recharge, like especially like when you're getting work done, you need to sleep, like I said. So I feel like that's another main thing. And then lastly, I think number 6 now, I don't know if this really counts, but it's just like meditating, kind of just taking some time out of your day to do nothing, or like non-sleep deep rest. This is something I heard in the Huberman Lab as well. But it's just like taking time out of your day just to like be mindful, think about your life, low key, just like focus on your breath rather than focusing on external stuff. Focus on yourself, just breathing in, breathing out, or just looking at anything, looking outside, looking at the birds, going on a walk, stuff like that. That'll help recharge your brain. It'll help you like keep on going. Like when you get bored, like that'll help you like refocus on the task. Because once you finish the task and you get bored, you start looking on TikTok or you start looking on YouTube or something, it'll cause your brain to like get more tired, you know, you get more fatigued. Like literally it happened this morning for me. Right after I got like some tasks done, I started watching YouTube, bro, and then after that I didn't feel like doing anything, and I didn't feel like recording this video, but here we are. But like, it's just a matter of like minimizing those distractions, minimizing the amusement you get from other things, so that your dopamine baseline is like pretty low, because then you'll be more inclined to do work. Because once you get bored, you'll want to get work done, you know, because if work is the only amusement that you're allowed to get, you'll be more likely to get work done because you'll feel more amused to do the work, if that makes sense, you know. So yeah, that's basically it. The main thing is just to keep your environment separate, also eat the frog, freaking fast in the morning, if you will, plan your days, build routine, also journal, and also last thing is just to meditate, embrace boredom, if you will. So yeah, that's kind of it. It's kind of a quick video, but I know you don't got that much time, so yeah, I'll see you in the next video. I'm going to record another video right now, so yeah, goodbye.